TVET and industry cluster at University of Idris, UPSI.
Professor Ramlee holds degrees from the University of Alabama. He's attended Mexico University and Purdue University, but he also earned his PhD in technical and vocational education. He has served in various leadership roles, including Dean of Graduate Studies and Dean of the Faculty of Technical and Vocational Education at UPSI.
In particular, in vocational education and human resource development, Professor Ramlee has contributed extensively through his writings, research, and international engagements. He currently serves as a member of Malaysia's National TVET Council and has delivered keynote addresses at numerous international conferences.
We are so honored to have you here, Professor. So are you ready? Yes. So with that, please welcome.
Thank you very much for your introduction. Please close the door. Yeah. When I was in United States, I had a very strict professor. He said 8 o'clock in the morning, and he will close the door at 8:05 in the morning. So how student cannot come in? Every week he will do that. Also, student cannot come into the class because he closed the door at 8:05. And one day, he was late. He was late and the student closed the door. He cannot move it. So, thank you for coming today. I'm going to talk about AI. By the way, this photo is 15 years ago. My photo 15 years ago. Is it different with me now? The same, yeah. It's muna. Terima kasih Bapak daripada Indonesia dan other countries. So thank you for coming. How to do this? That's all. I have to on. Boleh. Okay. Okay. And the technology fail. Sometimes technology fail. So you have to have plan B. Plan B. Is the plan B? Go home. Yeah.
Hey, support. I bring that another one.
Yes,
Another one. I do.
another one.
I prepare that.
I'm sorry,
From document, take your time. Take your time. Okay. Alrighty. You have to put that thing USB inside. No.
Yes, I think I just translated it out.
Alright, kita ada together. Di Indonesia lah, yes, orang tak, let's orang tak. Now in Canada, the orangutan is getting smarter. In Canada too, the baby orangutan are playing with, and the mother orangutan teaching the baby orangutan how to use that. So if you don't have iPad, you are worse than. I'm joking. I cannot make that conclusion yet. Okay, we know that the technology affecting our life, works. This was my car last time, but I saw it. You can put anything in your car. but stop dreaming and go back to work. This may be in Myanmar, whatever. Because Jeffrey Saw says people are not only divided by ideology but technology. Some countries have technology, some don't have too much technology. I'm not sure about Malaysia. Malaysia have technology. Maybe a little bit there. So, are you digital immigrants or digital native? How many of you think that you digital native? Raise your hand. Digital native. Oh, any of you digital immigrant. So, what is the rest of you? Confused? Digital immigrants. Oh, quiet. Okay, don't. Let's go. A book about going digital, and they said that these are the things that these are the things that young generation like, especially those who are innovation, entertainment, and speed. They want it to be fast. They want to be innovation. They want it to be entertainment. How about the teachers? How about you, teacher? Are you ready to be entertainer? Are you ready to be fast, or are you ready to be innovative? Okay, we can use our technology to enhance work performance, enhance teaching, enhance learning, enhance research and development, right? And these are the emerging technologies. But our attitude toward technology. What is our attitude toward technology? Is it positive or negative? Most of you say positive, right? Good. These are the two cleaners of the bar. You know what? Osman? They are cleaner. Because some guy robots will do this job. We don't have to clean the barn, right? We don't have to clean the barn. And the guy say, what will we do if you are not cleaning? And the other guy say, clean the robots. So even though you have the technology, but you still want to do the whole things. Yeah, right. Is this learning? Tell me, is this learning? You just pour your knowledge to the student head. Is this learning? If this learning, then we can give this a parent bachelor degree, because they can even take what you have said in the class. So learning is not equal to teaching. Teaching is not equal to learning. Maybe you have a lot to teach, but the student learn very little. Okay? This is the old paradigm, new paradigm. The one that is compliance with rule and empowerment with responsibility. Which one is better? Compliance with rule or empowerment with responsibility? Why empowerment? You need the power, right? You need the power. What happens is there is no empowerment. You go play when the boss is not here. When this guy is not here, the bosses not here, you play. Yeah, because there is no empowerment. So Steve Jobs says innovation is to be a leader from followers. If you claim to be leaders, you have to be innovative. If not, you are just a follower. And long time ago, Winston Churchill said, bias the future like bias of the mind, which is the innovative mind. But the problem is what our students, our lecturers, our staff are not creative. Most of them are not creative. They still, old paradigm. What happened then 100,000 ago? What happened? Yeah, people created oral languages, they start to speak. Only speaking, not writing yet. Yeah? Not how to speak. Yeah, maybe. And 27,000 ago, people start to write on the cave painting in order to communicate. And then 3,000 later, they have the formal writing system. Okay. 38 years ago, in 1987, we start to create PowerPoint. I'm still doing the PowerPoint. Are you doing the PowerPoint? Yes. I have one professor which doesn't want to do PowerPoint. And he still use the chalk and talk to check his teaching. And I asked him, Prof, our students are doing the PowerPoint, why you don't use the PowerPoint? What his answer? His answer, I have power but no point. So in order for you to use PowerPoint, you have to have both power and point. And of course, AI is not new. AI is older than PowerPoint. AI is 69 years ago, 69 years ago. It's the 1950s. Yeah, one of the inventor is Alan Turing. Alan Turing. Okay, but the similarity between both of PowerPoint and AI that we are trying to teach you is this one. I call it epic model. So if you don't have nothing to get today, you have the epic model today. Yeah? Honestly, is will encourage experiential learning. You will encourage participatory, image-driven, and connected to the real. So how do people perceive school or university? I'm sure most of you are from university, right? Anybody from school? Nobody from university. Oh, raise your hand from university. Wow, very intellectual people. Great. How many students in your class? Tell me how many students? Minimum how many? 50. 50. Bagus. Okay, how does student feel the class, your class? How does it feel? Yeah, like prison. Prison, the student feel your class like prison. Yeah. No. Macam bagus. Why like prison? Because the rule of the school and prison are the same. Rule of the school and prison almost the same. Yeah. Go and check. How the parents see the school? Parents, because they don't want their children at home. They want you to babysit their children. So the teacher, the parents are most like the school. How the teacher see it? Like this. Teacher see the student difficult to control. And nowadays student, maybe you too, when you are student, you were student. Okay, what the goal of education? Tell me, what the goal of education is it transferring knowledge? Not really. And that is a low level. And we go higher to create the human in terms of their wisdom. How about AI? What is the goal of AI? This one, to have intelligent system, to have the curriculum planning, to have the learning analytics, to have the grading or assessment automatically. Of course, you can take photos. You can take photos by handphone. Not only photos, but video. That's how we take notes. Now we take notes by taking photo. Great. Knowledge is one thing, virtue is another. So the knowledge and virtue is not the same. You have a lot of knowledge, but now the student, they got knowledge but no less valuable. Wisdom begin in wonders. It is Socrates who say that in order to innovate, we have to wonder on the reality of the wonder and I don't think and all start with problem, right? I have students who I give them time to do their proposal for their defense. I say 6 months, go and do the review literature and find the problem. After 6 months, they came back and say, no problem, Prof. I couldn't find the problem. I say, okay, 1 more month to find the problem. They came and no problem again. So I say, you are the problem. You are. You couldn't find it. So this is an example of problem. Okay, these students are very weak in their mathematics. Who's the problem? The student or the teacher? Expand the equation and we expand physically expand. What is the whose fault is this? To student or teacher? Yeah, teacher, because the instruction is not clear. Expand, so expand. What is find X? The student said, hey teacher, I'm blind. There is X. X. Whose fault is this? Teacher or student? Teacher. The instruction is not clear, so it's not find X, but find the value of X. Okay, trigonometry. Are you a mathematician? Is it right or wrong? Logical, but so you may need to use AI to develop a new module. Okay, you have to think of the balance to be creative, reflective thinkers. Your mind should be like parachute. It's only works when open. Ancient problem. What happened to the Egyptians? The king give the king to the goldsmiths, and the goldsmith make his crown. But when the crown came to king, the king suspect that this crown is not pure gold. So he asked Egyptians to solve this problem. Because Egyptians cannot solve the problem, so he went to the bathtub. What happened? And he put full water and submerged his body into the bathtub and splash. So he said, Eureka! What is Eureka? What is Eureka? Anybody? If you can answer me, you can go home early today. What is Eureka? Yeah, I got it. Eureka is action. Yeah, and the story says that he ran to the road naked from the bathtub. Why they can't? Because the rest of the body, volume of the water outside of the bathtub is the volume of his energy. So these are the creativity strategy. I put a lot of them, but now I cannot, talk about this because maybe next about how to be creative. And another one, don't forget about dream. And some inventor got their, invention by dreaming. Anybody got something useful by dreaming? You? No? You dream? Oh, you dream. Okay. Oh, who got the invention by dream? This guy, James Cockley. He got the ring structure of the benzene. Because usually at the time, it's a linear structure of the chemistry. This one is hydrocarbon. Always the hydrogen is more than carbon. So this is ethanol, C2H5 0H. But when they found benzene, this benzene have equal number of carbon and hydrogen. So how, with using the linear structure, you cannot solve the benzene compound. But he was solving this problem. He was dreaming at that time. And what is dream is calculate dream amount. Yeah, snake biting his tail. Yeah, the snake biting his tail. Now is the ring structure. And this ring structure solve the problem of benzene. Okay, so next time go to sleep, make sure you have enough to beside your sleep. Even your wife will say, hey, why do you have beside your bed? I want to note down what I read last week. Okay, you want also of course lateral thinking, diagonal thinking. These are the way that you ask questions in order to be creative or to find new things. Okay, this article is the writer of non-fiction. He said any sufficiently advanced technology indistinguishable from magic. Why? Because if someone who maybe died several hundred years ago, and then suddenly he came back to this world, he will say our technology is magic. Yeah, sure. Right? And right first will say the approach is singularity. What is singularity? What is singularity? Anybody know singularity? Go for your English. Singular is what? Yeah, become one. Human intelligence and machine intelligence is merging into one by this guy. And now in VR intelligence revolution, beware of the destructive energy. What is the destructive energy? What is destructive energy? What is destructive energy? Any technology that kills other technologies. Destructive energy is the technology that kills other technologies. Example, your iPhone. Yeah. iPhone kills what technology? Newspaper, television, camera, and other things. Yeah. With your iPhone, it kills other. Okay, remember this one? Who remember this? Bapak remember kan ini? Bapak bayar saya kan? Bayar saya. You are my age, right? Or you younger than me? I'm 61. 61 years old. I'm 61 years old. You are? Oh, you're younger than me. This we call polarized camera. Who invented it? Land Edwin. He invented because the doctor asked him, why we cannot get the picture after we took it? Because last time we had to do the film. How many days it took the film to get the pictures? And it's 3 days. So he invented this one. But you cannot see this one again because it's now in museum. Yeah. Same thing with this one. Nokia, how many of you have Nokia before? Raise your hand. I've said the old one. You have the flip. I have the flip one. Flip Nokia. Flip. What happened to Nokia? What happened to Nokia? Yeah. He's lost the competition. Yeah? Nokia lost the competition. Maybe he's coming back. So AI in human works. For me, they ask me, is AI will replace human work? I say yes. It will replace the low level routine work. AI can do that, or the robot can do that. But if you are high level, it's difficult for AI to image. For example, you are a specialist doctor. If you go to hospital, you want a specialist human or specialist robot to operate. To operate you on the operation theater, is it robot will operate you or human? Human. You go to the Indonesia, you want a pilot to be robot or pilot human? You want robot to be your pilot? No way. You don't see enough. Okay, this is a statement which is very powerful. He said, in the next years, AI will change learning, teaching, education. The speed of the change will be very fast. It will create high pressure to transform into practices, institutions, and policies. This I have this statement on my door. Yeah. What is future economy look like? VUCA, hyper, globalized, digitalized, virtual. These are the industry of the future. So you should be preparing our students for the future jobs. These are the high income skills in 2024. Mostly about AI and digital technologies. Malaysia has planned their AI. These are readiness of the Asian countries, and this is Malaysia just behind Singapore. Of course, I couldn't get the latest one. AI literacy is Asian countries. Malaysia 40%, Singapore 58% of the literacy rate of AI. And these are the buildings. So AI becomes a game changer for education. You need to be prepared because student may be more advanced than you. in terms of the AI. This AI innovation in language learning, with the AI, transformation of pedagogy assessment and learner autonomy. And then we have the balance between innovation and education. One language learning is AI, but multilingual translation is now can do simultaneously. And then we have real-time feedback and adaptive learning, which is student like to get. What is the problem with you in the class? I have some students in my class, research method student and statistics. These are the A student, right? They are A student. Sometimes they say, hey, Prof, you are late in responding to our messages. I want the feedback. Yeah. So we use the AI to help us in the future, communication and engagement. But AI does not replace teacher. It implies what it reaches. Of course, you still, as our KSC told us this morning, that we are the one who create the AI. We are the Okay, these are just the enhanced language learning by lesson design, feedback assessment, AI listening for student, ethical modeling. These are some examples and practices. These are some of the platforms that you can use for your AI in education, because they are the ones who are rated high, like Duolingo, Lingopi, OneDrive, and ZeroPad. So go and try to find out what are their platform or next. Okay, so teachable assessment and decision making to enhance AI digital literacy and personalized learning. Of course, all of this back to the SDG, which is the quality of education. Okay, AI in TVET, because I'm a TVET person, I'm going to touch about TVET. Okay, when we ask that what is TVET, it's like the blind with elephant. Everybody give their own definition of the correct. But what is TVET? Just my simple definition. TVET is educational pathway that focuses on acquisition of knowledge and specific skill, information, and technical. Actually, it's a preparation to the work in technical vocational fields. Is the simple. And besides technical skill, relevant TVET professionals should also acquire 20% skill, which is 6C, 1D, and 1E. What is a 6C? Anybody know what is 6C? For the soft skill. One of them, yeah, one. Next. Huh? Communication, okay? Next. Okay. Critical thinking, yeah. Very good. These are the 6C. Comprehension, communication, critical thinking, creativity, citizenship, character. What is the D? D is digital literacy. You have to have the digital literacy. And the last one, what is the last E? What is it? E is the entrepreneurship or technopreneurship. So this is 6E and E and C and D. Tools. Every teacher should have tool because AI is a tool. Do you have tool at home? Yes, what tool do you have? Okay, name one tool that you have in your home. Printer. Okay, good. Hammer. You have hammer. Hammer to hammer your husband. Yeah. When he's coming in. Okay, can you remember toolkits for teachers and trainers? So I asked my student, you should have a toolbox in order to teach. And using one of them using AI. Even using metaverse technology. I have a video, but maybe not enough time to play this video. I will. This is how you teach welding using AI. Maybe we can go. It's like a simulator. Teaching AI is like teaching a simulator. Why we need AI to teach the student? Because AI will reduce the cost. Like we did just now, if you are teaching face-to-face, physical, it will cost a lot of metals, gas, and so on. But if you do the AI, AR, augmented reality first in the first few classes, then you will save the material. Of course, the final one you should go to physical. It's like this simulator that the pilot will use this before they fly the real airplane. Yeah, remotion is what we're looking for. But some scholars are very afraid to AI. This is what we in TVET want our students. One is should be problem solver, design thinker, creative innovative thinker, technical skill, digital skill, soft skill, and so on. It is what I wrote in the newspaper. Event versus employment. These are employment rate for graduates in Tibet across Asian countries. But maybe this is not the latest one. Here's the problem. 63% of our graduates are underemployment. What is underemployment? What is underemployment? Underemployment is they didn't work in the field that they were trained. It is in the world. World rate 66%. In Malaysia, about 30%. And they didn't work. Sometimes they work in a gig. This is the difference between education and Tibet. Yeah, education one is what? Education one. Nature center. Education two, student center. Education three, problem-based learning. Education four, digital and art. Okay? Here's my perception. You cannot get this from anyone. This is my perception. And TVET 1 is apprenticeship, TVET 2 trade vocational school, TVET 3 goal work-based learning, and TVET 4 TVET. Or maybe some of you didn't get it. Yeah. You can take photos because there is quiz. After this quizzes. Next important soft skill. Actually, this photo shows that you're aware that you can now do all this format. You can back now, or you can scam your friends. Right? Metaverse consists of AR, VR, MR, AI, NFT. What is the difference between augmented reality and virtual reality? Anybody? What is augmented reality and virtual reality? Are they the same or different? Different. What is the difference? AR is you do to support the real world. VR you can do anything that maybe not real. For example, you want to enter into dinosaur era. Yeah, you use VR. Virtual reality because there is no dinosaur, but you can enter dinosaur. Or I can live in the Hang Tuah era using VR. But if I have to teach them the real world, I have to do AR. Better. You want to enter to Simba? Yeah, some of you want to be caught by T-Rex? You don't want. And it's a virtual one. Yeah. Have you seen this guy? No. So this dinosaurs from MIT say we are watching the dinosaur die. We don't know what will take their place. Who's going to take the dinosaur place? Tell me, who's going to take the dinosaur place? Huh? Who's going to take dinosaur place? Yeah, traditional teachers. Traditional teachers like my friend who doesn't want to use technology. Okay. Okay, because we have 19th century classroom, 20th century curriculum and teacher, and we have 21st century learners. Yeah, these learners are more advanced in technology than you. How many of you are generation Y? 83 and above. Why? 83, who upon 83 and above? Who are X? Why? Nobody. Who are X? X before that. You are X, huh? You are X. Baby boomer like me. Baby boomer like me. 64. The last baby boomer is 64. I'm born 64. So I'm the last baby boomers. Why they call you baby boomers? Because we have a lot of kids. I have 10 children. I have 10 children. So kids, a lot of kids. I have 10 children and 8 grandchildren. So I'm the X. Who are the X generation after 64? You are X, huh? Bro. From Indonesia, bro. Papa. You are X generation. Yeah, after baby boomer, you are X. Huh? Baby boomer. Oh, baby boomer. Ini banyak anak juga ini. Okay, why they call you X? Why they call you X generation? Because you are the last generation. And then they have Y, and they have millennial generation. Whatever. So some of us are using VR. Okay. This is our favorite, right? Who's doing this? Copy and paste, who are doing this? Your student? No, not only your student, you are doing this, including me. Okay, here are my universe with long borders here. So the basis for AI is digital. The basis of AI is digital transformation. So we have this is for the students. We have the definitions. We have the differences between digital literacy, digital competence, and digital perception. And we have this model for digitalizing the TVET system. And so, what is our final outcome? What do you want your student to become? What do you want your student to become? Besides human, besides human. Yeah. What else do you want the student to become? In TVET, we want them to become problem solvers and number 2, inventors. We want them to become inventors. They create new things. In order to create new things, you have to have critical thinking. Critical thinking. Creativity. So, in order to get jobs, you have to have relevant competency required by the industry. And another thing that we taught or we have not taught the student is design thinking. How many of you taught your student to design? How many of you taught them to have design thinking? How many of you? Not many. You assume they have the design thinking, but most of them didn't have. Example, why is it important? This one. Why is it the user using other? Because you are the down to design different. Yeah. The designer use this one, but the user use another. Who designed this toilet? Who? You are designing this toilet? What happened? Why the toilet and the toilet floor is too far? You don't have time. You get the toilet. Prof. Who designed this balcony? Who designed this balcony? Suppose the balcony had no. So they don't have this design thinking. What happened to the door upstairs? You go and jump. Right? How about this one? Who would design this socket? Socket to produce electricity, not water. Yeah. And also in London, I saw this telephone outside of the door. Why they are designing this? Maybe they are out of the box thinking. Out of the box thinking. They put the telephone outside. Okay, this one is I don't want our graduate to be like this. Welding, you're welding. I have not to welding. Why? They don't have the design thinking. So they cannot move their hand out of the rail. Okay, innovator is a game changer. Okay, what is it? How many have say horse? Raise your hand. How many have say rock? How the horse become a rock? This is the gist of the innovation. Innovation is looking things from different perspective. Okay, if I want to give you a real animal, frog or horse, how many of you will choose horse? Real animal. Give me a reason why you choose horse. Give an example. To give a reason why you choose horse, not a frog. You can ride, but you cannot ride a frog. Yeah, because you are too heavy, too heavy. Okay. The part. How about the frog? How many of you like frog? If I want to give you an animal, how many of you want frog? Here's the way. Here's the frog. Okay, saya buat kajian ni banyak kali, and most of the time they choose horse, and only one student on the class say, why? Saya tanya kenapa? Kenapa pilih kata? Kenapa tidak pilih itu kuda? Indonesia kata kuda. Kenapa tidak pilih ini? Saya tidak mau diperbudakan. Itu jawabannya. I bought it in form one student, not the university student. Okay, this is the basis of again. Level one is now. Last critical question. Because the discovery begins with question. How did Isaac Newton found the theory of gravity? Apple fell on his head, right? And the apple tree is still there. But in Malaysia, durian. It's durian. He will not have time to dig if durian fell on his head. Next thing in the Cambridge University, that's the apple tree. There's the apple tree of Newton. 300 years ago, and the tree is there. Tree is still there. Okay, this is the of creativity and innovation. Innovation is just an application of the idea. One. Okay, let's say, can we call this innovation? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes. Is it innovation? It is innovation. Yes, you are going to use it or not? Why you are not going to use it? Because you are going to look stupid, right? So this is not innovation because nobody is going to use it. How about this one? Innovation? No, you didn't use it, yeah? How about this one? New innovation is new and useful. Okay, you have to be new and useful. How about this one? Innovation? Yeah, maybe useful for the person. Useful. Okay, here's one. A tree struck by lightning. What happened to the tree when lightning struck? It will burn. Right? Most people will throw away the tree, but in Canada, they change the tree into hands, and it becomes an attraction of the world to come and see the tree which is struck by the lightning. And the third, hands. Okay, how to be creative? Anybody? How are you going to be creative? One. How many of you take a bath when you want to get ideas? Me. That's why I like to stay in hotel. Because hotel have good hot bath. Not very hot, because very hot you will burn your hair. But warm water. How many jogging? What will give you an idea? How many of you jogging? Nobody, because you are overweight. Okay, how many of you drink coffee to get ideas? Me too. I drink 8 cups of coffee because I was in the United States. New iPad. If I give you new iPad, are you going to give me credit? Ah, macam bagus ya, bagus. How about high salary? If I give you high salary, are you going to give credit? Ya, macam bagus. And the last one, this is the most biggest boss to retire. Most I'm a boss is the barrier for you to be creative. Okay, lastly, if you want to develop any apps, make sure you didn't humiliate the animal. These apps, about these apps, okay. What happened to the Prof? Eating ants, but not real ants, virtual ants. Oh. Very nice apps, but it's humiliate the animal. And what happened? So finally, conclusion. In order to apply in AI, we have to have this in mind. We're going to optimize the learning. We personalize the learning. Active and deep learning, improve the teaching and learning efficiency. Design mindset, creative, innovative mind, ability to solve quality data, and continuous improvement. Okay, finally, the intelligent revolution is here. Language acquisition threat. Artificial intelligence can automate the strategies of automating tasks, changing the nature of work, and creating new tools for learning and learning. Innovation is the game changer. Thank you very much for your attention. Okay, yes.
Thank you for the outstanding speech, Professor.
Next, please enjoy a special cultural dance performance presented by UITM Merah Cultural Association. Right? Please enjoy.
This one.
Offkan saya punya tu. Sudah mana tadi?
Ada situ.